Good afternoon, audience. My name is David. For me and my family, we were in Houston. We were borderline homeless, basically homeless at the point when we met Mastermind. We were a week away from getting kicked out of our house. All of our bills were past due, and each one of them was about to get cut off. We didn't have any food in the house to feed the kids, and honestly, I had just pawned a TV just to get $100 in our pocket. And one day I was speaking to my mom after we had reconnected with her, and I was just telling her about all the struggles we were having, and she just brought it up casually, was like, hey, why don't you get in touch with this program? Even though they're in San Antonio, give them a call. They might be able to do something for you. And you know, I was skeptical at first. I really was. But you know, I gave it a shot. I called the number. I talked to Pastor Femi first. And then after that, we got everything squared away. And then after I talked to Pastor Femi, I talked to Curtis. And then after maybe a week or so talking to them, trying to get things squared away so we can get to our transition to San Antonio. We transitioned to San Antonio literally maybe 2 weeks after the whole encounter on the phone. And once we got to San Antonio, me and Deborah, we questioned it if this was the right call, because all the way up until we got here, we were like, are we sure we did the right thing? Are we sure? But then once we started meeting the family in the church, our new family, we were like, yeah, this is the best choice ever. With Mastermind, the way they've helped us is that for me, they helped me and provided a living accommodations. They also helped me find jobs. It was a really good experience. It taught me a lot about myself, and it showed me a lot of things behind the scenes. And it also does show you that there are people in the world that do honestly generally care about programs like this. And you know, I didn't think that there was a program out there that really generally cared. And to me, it just blew my mind away when you start speaking to these people about how this program works. And they start relating to you. It's like, wow, this is working. And you know, they've helped me with this job that I'm currently working at. I work for Hero Logistics as a temp for right now. And you know, they've helped me throughout my journey in San Antonio, but they will always be a big part of my life because of the changes and the success that they have brought me.
When we first moved down here, my depression was really high. My anxiety was through the roof, and I was having trouble finding a doctor to go to, someone to help me. And then after we moved down here with Mastermind's free psychiatric care, I'm able to keep up with my medications. I'm able to see a psychiatrist regularly to help me maintain my depression and my anxiety. They also offer children's psychiatry, which is really good with having 2 kids that are ADHD. They're able to get their medications and stay on it. Mastermind also works with a dentist that offers basic dental care. Mine was a little bit more extensive. They are willing to help with as well if it is needed. We went from almost being homeless to having our own place. We're able to be on our own. With him getting help finding a job, I'm able to stay at home with my kids rather than having to put them with a babysitter. I'm able to be more active with them than what I was in Houston, where I had to work constantly. Being with Mastermind, we were able to learn to sustain on our own again and to be able to be independent again.
So before we left Houston, it was really bad because my dad was having to pawn stuff just so they can feed us. And that really broke my heart to see, because they were doing the best they could. I was just really scared that we were gonna lose the house. But then with Mastermind, they helped us get a new home. We're able to do more stuff. We can be more active. We are surrounded by kids, like my mom said, we are surrounded by kids that we've never been surrounded by before, and so many kids, and I'm just really happy for the changes that Mastermind has done for us.
Mastermind helped my family a lot, because when we were in Houston, once the power went out and we were both scared. My dad got into Mastermind. We got a house. The parents didn't have to go hungry for us because they could eat too.